What's the deal? What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well, having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening, whenever you come across this video. There's some arguing. I don't know where it's coming from, but whatever. Right before I started this, but I decided to get on here and do a personal reading, and I'm about to tap into my energy. I've been up since like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm about to tap into my energy. Yeah. So I'm not gonna really talk too loud because it's like too early in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna tap into my energy and I'm gonna do a personal reading. Because I'm like tired. Of the bullshit. So we're gonna keep tapping into my energy. Every time I watch a reading, it's always telling me how they're trying to stop me. They don't want me to speak. They don't want me to share my story. They don't want to get exposed. So since they don't want to get exposed and they don't want me to share my story, I'm going to get on here and expose them. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to tap into my energy. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to start with first. I was trying to go back to sleep, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, so I've been watching some readings and I've been really resonating with a lot of, ooh, my chair is going down, you see that? I've been watching a lot of readings and there's been a lot of synchronicities when it comes to a lot of things that I've been seeing. And so there's this number that's been calling me, I'm gonna say for the past 3 months, 4 months. I don't know. I've been noticing it now recently, but there's a number that's been calling me for the past few months. And I don't answer it because one, the number that is calling, nobody has the number except for about this amount of people. Okay? And so yeah. And it's been the number calling. So, and then motherfuckers is trying to speak to me through my electronics, through the TikTok notifications. And this time today, 411 on the timer. This time I screenshotted it. I posted it in my community. So the energy, and then when I went to take a shower today, a repeated song kept coming in my head. I posted it in my community too. It's a Gwen Stefani song, Sweet Escape. Somebody's trying to find the sweet escape. Somebody's trying to apologize to me subconsciously or indirectly. Yeah, no. You're a coward is what you are. You came from a life and now you're sorry because you got caught. And you're mad because you got caught. And you all in your feelings and stressed out because you're getting exposed. And then you still want to continue to come for me and then come for my life because you got exposed. Because you thought that you were going to take what you did to me to your grave. Now you're trying to put me in mine because you exposed. And then you involved a whole bunch of people and destroyed these people's lives because you greedy. So I'm going to continue to tap into my energy. I'm going to continue to get on my platform. I don't care if I get 10 views, 15 views, 30 views. The video don't got to hit 1K, 2K, 3K for my message to be put out there. Oh, look. I pick up the deck Banished. Someone you work with is banished. Somebody I work with is banished. This keeps coming out. I'm going to say so, S-O-H. You already know. If you didn't listen to my last live and you don't know what S-O-H is, if you could read that, that's what they're doing. They spiritually organ harvesting. They're getting banished from doing this. So they were spiritually organ harvesting from me. And they're getting banished for organization that committed some type of tax fraud. Got real quiet. It just got real quiet. Somebody was searching in my dreams, and they were doing some type of love spell and free will control. They were trying to control me. Somebody's trying to block my throat chakra. You could go suck a dick and die, bitch. And get out of my energy. Because you're not going to block my throat. Nor are you going to stop this message from coming out. Like I said, karmic trap. No goals. You watching me, imagining your own funeral and ending. And you're in the panic room. And now you left. Why are you leaving? You don't leave. Don't troll me. And then when I pick up your energy, you wanna run. Don't do that. Just stay. If you're gonna be a troll, put that armor on and watch me. Since you want to act like a man or the woman that you think you are, throwing your hexes at me. So stay so you can get your energy read. No, you don't want to stay? Oh. Stupid ass. Yeah, Tracy. Somebody could be named Tracy. This keeps coming out. Somebody could be named Tracy or it's being traced. There's a trace. They going outside. You going outside, my nigga. They going outside and they owe me some type of restitution. They feeling naked and afraid because this revenge they wanted is in the reverse. Confirmation. All I did was split the deck once. That's all I did was split the deck once. This revenge they wanted is not happening. An organization right now is imagining their own funeral ending because this revenge they wanted is in the reverse. They're holding a lot of animosity. Because this tax fraud, they in the panic room and they were holding a lot of animosity. Somebody could have breathing problems. It says they got no more move. They got no more cards to play out of moves. Them opportunities are in the reverse. Them weapons they form are in the reverse. I'm getting my justice. It said they tried to water you down, but it only rejuvenated me, revitalized my garden. So they try to water me down. But endings is happening for them. That's why they have animosity. And they have attitude. Twisted stories in the reverse. They were unable to twist some type of story. So they were unable to twist some story. They were twisting out. They were out here twisting some type of stories. And they can't twist the story. There's somebody arguing right now. 5 something in the morning. Medical assistance. Somebody's going to need medical assistance. It says because the devil is sick for trying to be slick, being a trick prick. Somebody needs medical assistance because this devil is sick. This person that's been attacking me is sick. Because it says, hold on, let me get this whole thing full and then I'm going to read the cards down. Oh, wow. They cursed their contract. They were trying to take me out they were trying to unalive me in my sleep. And now they're holding a lot of resentment. Wow. I was hoping that this didn't come out, and I was trying to figure out who was arguing, and I don't know if it's the next door or if it's somebody in the other building, but this came out. I was hoping that they are not what I was really hoping that this reading did not pick up on the energy and they didn't have nothing to do with what I'm feeling right now, but they coming out on the fucking table. They saying next door neighbor. Is a copycat pastro. I think that's who's arguing too. So we got spiritually organ harvesting. These karmics is trapped. They owe restitution. These weapons is formed are in the reverse. And somebody's going to need medical assistance. Somebody's getting banished away because they got no goals. They feeling naked and afraid because I'm getting my justice. And the devil is sick for trying to be a prick. This organization is imagining their own ending and funeral because the revenge that they wanted is in the reverse. They try to water me down, but it only revitalized me, rejuvenated my garden, and they cursed their contract. They committed tax fraud. Now they're in the panic room, holding a lot of animosity because endings happening, and they were trying to take me out while I was sleeping. Take my life. They was out here searching for information in my dreams. Trace. So it's being traced back to them, or somebody named Tracy was searching for information in my dreams. They got no more cards to pull, and they got an attitude, and they're holding resentment. They were out here doing love spells, free will control. They couldn't control me. Now they're going out sad, and these opportunities that they were doing it for is in the reverse. They're unable to twist some type of story, and then it's saying the next door neighbor. Then we got copy, paste, and post trolls. These are copy, paste, and post trolls that were copying me, trolling me. Blind fate. They could have had blind fate that this was going to work out. Or I'm somebody who has blind fate. And I say that all the time. I'm somebody who has blind fate. So they attack somebody who has blind fate. Now this organization, these karmics and the neighbor is trapped. They caught a federal case. That's why. They in the panic room. They caught a federal case because they committed some type of tax fraud using my name. They got a federal case because they committed tax fraud using my name. They owe me money. It said they wanted to join the hate crowd. They wanted to join the hate crowd. Now they're mad. It's coming out on the table. They feeling naked and afraid. They're imagining their own ending and funeral. They in the panic room. They have animosity. They have an attitude, resentment, because endings happening. They going out sad because they cursed their contract. Because they were unable to take me out while I was sleeping. I don't know what motherfucker thinks that they got the power to take me out while I'm asleep. Who you think you are? What power do you possibly think that you possess that you could fucking unalive me in my sleep? Did you create me? Are you my mother? Did you push me out her pussy? Did you push me out your pussy if you a woman? And if you're not a woman, you definitely didn't create me. Are you God? Did you create the universe? Did you create everybody else? No. So I don't know why y'all motherfuckers be out here thinking that you have the power to speak words, read out of a book, group up with a bunch of people and chant the same lines over and over, and you think that you're going to create some type of death or ending in somebody's life. Maybe for someone that is unaware of what you're doing, or unaware of the spiritual world, or unaware of things. I am not unaware of anything. I am very aware of a lot of things. I don't know why did you think that you had the power to remove me off this earth. And then anyone that joined them to commit a premeditated murder, that's not my problem if you in your fucking feelings. Because you decided to join somebody to unalive someone, to remove someone off this earth. So now you're mad? Nobody want to hear you mad. Nobody cares. You should have thought about that when you wanted to join the hate crowd and come for me. Now you ain't got no more moves to fucking pull, and you all in your fucking feelings. Boo-hoo. Cry somebody a fucking river. And then you want to sit there and send me coward shit, fuck with my devices, and try to message me indirectly apologizing. The only reason why you're sorry is because you're sick, you're exposed, and you're caught. So your apology don't mean shit. I'll wipe my shitty ass with your apology. That's how much your apology means to me. Because if you were really sorry, you wouldn't have waited till you were busted and exposed to try to apologize. Now you want to send shit indirectly, fucking with my electronics, to fucking tell me sorry. I gotta hear it through readers, already knowing what I know, that you're sorry. Again, the only reason why you're fucking sorry is because you're busted and you're exposed. Sending me music and love songs, it ain't gonna do nothing either. This is the next door neighbor. The next door neighbor is the one that's screaming and yelling. And they on my table. So they giving themselves away. They came out. Because a bitch like that wanted to join the fucking hate crowd. Nigga decided to threaten my life. Now his life is being threatened. Now they mad. Good, bitch. Indecent proposal. Somebody was trying to bring me some type of indecent proposal. That's not gonna work. I don't know why motherfuckers think that I'm gonna sit there and open my legs. I don't know why motherfuckers think that they were gonna come bring me. I don't know why y'all thought that whatever y'all was gonna do was gonna work. I don't know why y'all thought that y'all was gonna send me some lustful energy and I was just gonna open my leg to any Tom, Dick, and Harry, or I was gonna open my leg to a past ex. I don't want none of y'all niggas. I don't want none of y'all dirty dick niggas from over here. I don't want none of y'all dirty dick niggas from the past. I don't want y'all. I don't want no friendship from the past neither, because y'all did nothing for me. Y'all didn't help me. Y'all didn't support me. Y'all didn't do shit. I don't want none of y'all to return. No family member neither. I don't know why y'all think that y'all gonna come and slide your ass up in my energy, because you're not going to slide your ass up anything. When I say I'm done with y'all, I'm completely done with y'all. What y'all don't fucking get. You really think you're going to do a slide one over here on me? You can continue looking at me and fucking with my eyes all you want, but I'm still going to be able to see, and I'm still going to deliver this message, bitch. So you can stare hard all you want. Yeah, you thought you were a know-it-all energy? That's why this revenge that you wanted is in the reverse. That's why you out here feeling naked and afraid, because you decided to work with an organization. And now y'all all going down. You decided to work with a group of people, and now y'all all suffering. Y'all all going to suffer. This makes my day when I know motherfucker is mad. Then I know that y'all going through shit. Good. Sonic boom. Street fight. Y'all mad. Y'all have a lot of animosity. Because something just blew up in your fucking face. Something exploded. Something exploded. For these people, something blew up. You're set up. You trying to set me up. You trying to come for my life. You literally was trying to come for my life. I want to know how y'all was going to work that out. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers. You cursed your own contract, fucked up your own life, and now y'all mad. Y'all got an attitude. You have attitude and resentment. You ran out of moves to play. Sleeping Beauty, they were forming, it says this lands on weapons in the reverse. So, and justice. In between weapons and justice. So they were Sleeping Beauty. They were forming weapons while I was sleeping. So that's more confirmation. They're trying to take you out while you're asleep. I already know this. Sexual abuse. They do sex magic. My upstairs neighbors do a lot of that over me. Family abuse, sexual abuse, family abuse, endings happening. My family could be involved as well. I know a cousin of mine is involved. It's just that I'm trying to think. Is it the obvious cousin that's involved? Or is it the not obvious cousin? Because I could sit here and say, oh, it's the cousin that's obvious, you know? But then again, it might not be. Fraudulent business. They have an attitude because they have a fake business. They mad because their business is fake. They mad because they fake. They mad because everything about them is fake. There's nothing about them real. They all a bunch of frauds. They're mad that they ain't nothing real about them. They in their feelings. Yeah, they was doing some love spell, free will control, sleeping beauty where I was sleeping, and they mad because I'm getting justice. They was forming with some type of indecent proposal and sexual abuse. Witchcraft. Witchycraft. They was doing the witchycraft. They was doing the bippity boppity boop type shit. They got an attitude because they don't have no more. They don't have no more cards to pull. They don't have no more spells to throw because nothing that they're doing is fucking working. You thought that you were good at your spell work? You thought that you were good at your candle magic? You think that you were good? Well, I'm better, bitch. And I'm doing it by myself. And I'm not going to say I'm by myself doing it because I'm not by myself doing anything. I'm supported by spirits, entities, and energies, and the universe, and celestial beings. And then I was looking at reading, and they talk about that they called Anubis. You want to call Anubis on me? Sweetheart, let me show you something. You know who you know one of my protectors that's in my house that does protect me, stupid, is Anubis. How you doing? It's a pretty little statue, though, and it is a beautiful statue I got here. The Badams. My son got me this for Christmas because I asked for it, and he got it for me. I'm not a person that works with a particular spirits. I don't call on particular spirits. I don't go and when I light a candle, I'm calling on this spirit and to help me. I don't do that. When I do my work, I just light my candle. There's no specific entities or energies that I'm calling on because my work is of light. So the Most High Divine, the angels, the ancestors, the spirits that want to help me defeat my enemies is who I call on. Every and any energy that wants to help me defeat the enemies. If they're here to protect me and guide me in the proper way, in the upright way, they can stay. I don't care if they have a light or dark energy. If you protecting me, you down for me, you my ride or die, you are my ride or die spirit guide, then I don't care where you are. As long as you ain't bothering me and fucking up my life, we cool. We party up in this house. So, because motherfuckers be out here trying to enslave the souls of spirits. Enslave the souls of people, period. Alive or dead. And no, you're not doing that. You're not doing that you're not doing that. I'm sorry. You don't got the power to do that. Them days is over. Okay? The scheming. Twisted story scheming. So they unable to twist these stories about me. They were out here twisting stories. They were out here lying on my name. And now I'm telling y'all, and I hope y'all hear me. The ones that's close to me that hear me, I know y'all scared. Because please understand, the moment that I find out every single thing, the moment that I have tangible proof of everything that you have done and said about me, I hope you know I'm sending your ass to jail. And I'm gonna sue the shit out of you. I've been telling you, prepare yourself. Prepárate. Prepare. Confirmation with the sirens. Because I'm not playing. It's not a joke. I'm coming for y'all. Y'all came for me. I'm going to come for y'all. But I'm going to come for y'all in the proper way. And I'm going to win because I have proof. I got receipts. I got evidence. I got witnesses. You idiots. Y'all so dumb. Y'all the most stupidest group of people that I ever came across, that I ever lived around, that I ever met, that I ever experienced, that I ever worked with, whatever the situation is, however I have came across y'all in my life, y'all idiots. Straight idiots. And then y'all want to walk around here like y'all fucking adults. And some of y'all, I don't even know why God blessed you with children if y'all have babies. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. And the fact that you still out here fucking scheming on me and you got babies, y'all real stupid, for real. Be mad at yourself. And the fact that you are a parent and that you will do this to your children, whether they old or young, or involve them in the shit, you should have never been I'm telling you, you should have never been a fucking parent. Somebody's trying to fly home, like I said, that sweet escape. Somebody's trying to find this sweet escape. They mad. They trying to run. They trying to fly home. So somebody don't even live in the fucking United States. Because the devil is sick for being a prick. They curse their contract. Family abuse. This could be somebody that's a part of my family that involved all these people. A dark worker with a fraudulent business that was trying to take me out in my sleep that cursed their contract. No familia. They have resentment because I'm natural. I'm a natural. So they holding resentment because I'm all natural. Yes, all natural, baby. I was about to pull out my tooth and say, that's not natural, but I'm not even going to do that right now. Yes, everything about me is all natural. Thank you very much. I don't wear makeup. No, I do not. I barely wear weaves. Yes, my ass is real. My titties is real. Everything is real. My eyelashes, my long eyelashes is mine. They ain't fake. My lips, no lip shit, all mine. Everything is mine. Yes, indeed. Yeah, this stinky, sneaky link. So, I'm going to talk about it because it's on my table. So, I'm going to talk about it because they're exposed. They're going to be exposed. It's saying the next door neighbors, stinky, sneaky link, was scheming. So, the next door neighbor's girlfriend was scheming on me? Is that who was scheming? That got him caught up in this shit? And that's why they arguing? I'm going to talk about it because they're on my table. This literally lands on stinky, sneaky, next door neighbor, stinky, sneaky link. Just so that I don't talk about it unless it comes out on my fucking table. It's making me want to tap into this energy because they're arguing. And the fact that they came out on the fact that they're coming out on my table, it means they got something to, obviously I'm not stupid. I know they got something to do with it. So it's making me want to really tap into this energy for real, for real. But we're going to leave it alone because they're already going through shit, but they already came out on the table. But it's saying they're stinky, sneaky link. So whoever's their stinky, sneaky link, somebody, the next door neighbor's stinky, sneaky link. Whichever next door neighbor it is. Because there's two of them. A karmic fan, I'm telling you, Jesus Christ. A karmic family is the next door neighbor, stinky, sneaky link, a copy, paste, and post troll. They're the ones that want to be me. You want to be me? I can show you. How you could be me? You didn't have to copy me. All you had to do was ask for some help. Shunned and casted out of society, group, organization, coven, clique, family. This person, somebody's gonna get this copycat paste trolls, and it says trolls, so more than one. These karmics that are trapped, this karmic family, they get casted out of this organization. Banished organization, literally, is saying it. Oh shit, I'm just realizing it. Banished organization. Somebody's getting banished out of this organization. A karmic family is getting banished out of this organization that they was working with. This literally lands right on top of it. So this karmic family is getting shunned and casted out of a society, of a group, of an organization, of a coven, of a clique, of a family. They're getting kicked out of this thing that they were doing. Yeah, because they were doing graveyard magic. They were telling you, they was trying to take me out in my sleep. They was burying me. They was doing a whole bunch of shit. And I can tell you this because there was time that I be smoking marijuana and that shit tastes like dirt. Like straight dirt. And I'm like, is it me? And then I came across a reading that said that if you smoking marijuana, they trying to hex your marijuana. So if it tastes like dirt, they doing graveyard magic. I say, ah ha ha. That's why. That's why. But it's okay because God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. You want to bury me in the ground? That's okay. I'm a seed, bitch. You didn't know? I'm a seed. You bury me, I'm going to grow. I grow through chaos. You didn't know? That's how I flow. I'm a tough seed. I'm a tough seed, baby. It says they can't think straight. So they can't think straight right now. Of course they can't think straight because this graveyard magic is going back. You goddamn right. I'm done. I'm done slackerjacking. Yeah, this karmic family's mask has been cracked and they're falling off. The hidden enemies have been revealed. These people that wanted to join the hate crowd, doing the witchcraft, scheming, they have cracked, yeah, because they have cruel intentions. The masks have cracked about this cruel intention. This karmic family masks have cracked and are falling off. They're the hidden enemies. And they're graveyard magic, federal case, cruel intentions, sonic boom. They haven't fight sex magic. What I said. They don't got no more cards to pull. I'm telling you. They was doing sex magic. They was doing love spells. They were doing free will control. They were doing graveyard magic. They put me in the ground. They was fucking forming weapons, all types of weapons, and then they in the reverse. What else they was doing? Taking me out in my sleep, trying to curse my contract. They wanted revenge. They was twisting stories, so talking shit about me. They did all this, everything that you could possibly do to a person, literally. Every possible thing that you could do to somebody, and it didn't work. They pull all the tricks. They use spell work. They came for me spiritually. They came for me emotionally. They came for me mentally. They came for me financially. That's every which way. All four corners, they came for me. They came for me with my health. And still I rise. Still I rise. Still I rise. Thank you very much. I keep telling you, you can't take my life. But you people, you cannot sleep. Motherfuckers is in an abusive relationship. They even had me in an abusive relationship. Abuse. I even experienced that. So motherfuckers is in an abusive relationship. They wanted me in an abusive relationship. They was doing sexual abuse, family abuse, graveyard magic, all this stuff to me. Wow. I was supposed to be mad. I was supposed to it was a bad investment. Of course this was a bad investment. I would think, you would think, you would think, you would think. They don't think. They don't, they don't, they don't. Somebody comes to you, yeah, come for, let's go, let's go. Let's come, let's get at her. I want you to come for her. I want you to bully her. I want you to harass her. I want you to threaten her life. I want you to follow her. Why? Did you ever think or wonder why somebody wants you to do this? Whether you like me or not. It don't matter how much hate or dislike you have in the world. Sometimes you need to question why somebody's asking you to do something. And then ask yourself, do you really want to get yourself caught up in this situation? And do you really trust the person that's telling you that you're not going to get caught? You're not going to get in trouble. Do you really trust them? And that you can't come for everybody? Yeah, anonymous tip. Somebody snitched on them. Somebody told on them. Somebody snitched on this family. Somebody snitched on this dark worker and their fraudulent business and their cruel intentions and their graveyard magic. Somebody snitched on this next door neighbor. Somebody snitched on this organization. Somebody snitched on them. There was an anonymous tip. There was a rat. I'm not going to say a rat in their crew, but still look, step forward. Somebody stepped forward. Anonymous tip, step forward. Somebody spoke up. Well, thank you to whoever you are. Somebody was out here doing womb magic, but that's in the reverse. And this is making somebody age rapidly. This womb magic that they were doing, yeah, they in combat mode. They're in war. Or they were raging war with me because I'm undefeated. A fire starter that was being manipulative. They were unable to keep me trapped like Rapunzel. Rapunzel in the reverse. Yeah, this alchemy in the reverse. Look, I swear to God, home community. Father related in the reverse. This father could be related to the only specific energy that's out here is the next door neighbor. So they could be their father. That came out in a reading already. It's coming out again. Corny. This coming out father related. The only people policy insurance. Downstairs neighbor came out too. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They coming out. The downstairs neighbor thought that they were too legit to quit. A lot of false advertisement. We got next door neighbor and downstairs neighbor. Downstairs, next door. Here we go. You trying to hide. But you cannot. And the only person that I don't know is the downstairs neighbor. So I think it's in their best interest that this next door neighbor give up the downstairs neighbor if he want to lessen his karma. And the only way he gonna do that is he give up the person that's still hiding. The person that's paying him or paid him to do what he was doing. That's the only way. I'm telling y'all, that's the only way to lessen your karma. Y'all still got to pay your karma. But if you care for your life, if you fear for your life, you want to live, then your only option is to anonymous tiply give this dark worker that is the mastermind that set y'all up, because this is what he did. This is what they did to you. This is exactly what they did. They ain't set me up. They set you up. Because they knew that they couldn't come for me. That's why they used all of you. I really need you to listen to what I'm telling you. They knew that they were unable to come for me. So they used all of you to physically since you were around me, they used you. And like I said before, they out in the cut. Nobody knows who they are still, right? Only you. Who you think all this is going to fall down on? Who do I got receipts on? Who do I got proof on? Who do I got video on? Who you think is going to fall on? Not the person that started this whole thing, but the individuals that I got caught on camera. So are you sure that you want to go down and take the blame for somebody else that got you caught up in a situation because you were in your feelings and you didn't like me, so you took your little dislike for me and decided to expand on that and make money off of it? All money ain't good money. And again, you never shit where the fuck you eat at. Any motherfucking gangster, if you so-called bowdy and you talking about you a G, know that. You don't shit where the fuck you eat at. If this was a real hood, a fake ass ghetto, wannabe ghetto ass area, if you really from the hood, you know that you don't shit where you eat at. You never, ever shit where you eat at. Ever. Because that's where you rest your head. What happens when shit falls back? You still gotta eat and shit there, right? Now you gotta watch your head. Now you're gonna be embarrassed. You gotta look over your shoulder. You gotta wonder if people's talking about you. If all this shit, you gotta worry about that now. Because you done did some shit where you live at, and then you still living there. Karmics trapped with nowhere to go. Because the storm coming. Because you can't go nowhere. The informant plan failed. Yeah, a storm coming because the informant plan failed. Yeah, they were informants. They were paid to do this. Desperate ass motherfuckers that want to come up, but still living in the ghetto and still did nothing with the money that they was given. Did nothing with the money but buy rims and cars and big screen TVs and drugs. They didn't invest in nothing. Not in their future, not in nothing. Nothing. Whatsoever. They were too busy running lies to see their own downfall. These non-believers that cannot heal, go heal in the reverse. They lost in the fog. Buried you in the ground, but I spotted a crown. Like I said, they buried me in the ground. By day one way, by night another. This is somebody that acts like they one way and they really one way at night. They are fake. They are phony. They getting beat up by their own energy. Because I'm free, I got freedom. In due time, everything will be fine. Somebody breath stinks from all the lies they told. This shallow how they got no more pals. Because fights happening with this fake religion list. They could be being deported. Because I've been upgraded. Flying solo. Look. Being deported. Somebody could be trying to... Somebody's alone. They're about to leave this person alone. This person is getting kicked out, banished. Somebody's getting kicked out of a family, a covenant, group, or organization. They were all up in my business being nosy. Yes, they were. Like, mind your business. Somebody got an STD. They can have syphilis. Somebody was doing something that they see. Somebody was doing something to me. Like, somebody was doing something to me that they seen on TV. As seen on TV. They having sleepless nights and restless days. I would think You worried about the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen because I'm supposed to be what? Not here, right? Supposedly, I'm not supposed to be breathing. Right? Rebelling and challenging authority. I'm supposed to not be here. I'm supposed to be not alive. Official business blame you. They blaming me because they're official business. They lost. Yeah, they overstepped their boundaries. You mad? You blaming me because you overstepped your boundaries, try to get me fired, and you cannot. Listen to me. I'm a fighter. And I'm not going to give up. I'm going to work harder. I'm not going to stop up. The government is spiritually organ harvesting. Huh. We already know that, though. That's not no secret. It's saying my ex-lover's family was involved, or ex-lover's ex-lover family. They fumbled the bag, and the dark don't want anything to do with them. Somebody faked a death, or they trying to fake a death. Another indictment charge. They could have faked my death. They could have said I was dead. Or somebody faked their death. They are on borrowed time right now. Everybody knows the truth and the secrets is revealed. Yep, they're on borrowed time. Everybody knows the truth. Yeah, because I'm not going to stop talking about it. And my story, there's too much coincidences and synchronicities. And I show my synchronicities and the coincidences. I speak about them. And then I come across a motherfucking reader that be like, there's one reader, she mentioned crutches. She mentioned crutches and she mentioned almost trying to, they're getting destroyed. And somebody trying to get you in a car accident or something. So something outside with a car. And one day, that same day I saw the reading when I came back, what she said is stuff that kind of happened outside. I seen as soon as I come outside my house, I see a lady in crutches. I'm like, all right. And then right after that, as soon as I passed that lady, I go across the street. A car was going to come. And they was coming down fast. Then I had to go like that and stop myself from crossing because the car was there. And it looked like somebody. And then they was laughing. And I was looking at them and they was laughing. So I was like, They looked like there was people that was trying to hit me with a car. So, and then something else happened. And then some man wanted to talk to me while I was in Walgreens. I'm like, I don't know why they talking to me. That I was like talking to him with an attitude. Like, hey. That I was talking to him with an attitude. I was like, and then the whole freaking, there's been a lot of synchronicities. This whole dog thing, getting attacked by a dog was coming out. That was another synchronicity. My friend's dog got attacked while his daughter was walking the dog. This whole Anubis thing, and I got the statue of Anubis here. Just a lot of synchronicities in the past few, just within this whole month. And then this is the month of my grandmother's birthday. My grandmother's birthday is this month. So it's like, there's a lot of things, man, happening. It's a lot of things happening. Just a lot. Just a lot. The whole car problems, car accidents. They trying to cause car problems for a friend of mine. Trying to fuck with our health. Make us sick. Just a lot of things. And then now somebody wants to feel sorry for trying to ruin my life. For trying to unalive me. You want to feel sorry now. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. And you want me to feel bad for you. And you want me to accept an apology that you're not even fucking giving me in the first place. You're trying to indirectly send me these things subconsciously through music, or because you have some type of little trick that you do on the fucking electronics by sending me using little notifications. The fuck out of my energy. How about you man up and fucking turn yourself in? How about that? How about y'all all turn yourself in? Because at the end of the day, you going to jail anyway. So why are you waiting for the popo to come kick your door in, which is going to be way worse and more embarrassing than just turn yourself in? Have some type of morals and respect and dignity for yourself and just turn yourself in. Instead of embarrassing you and your whole family and wait for the whole police to come kick your door in, because that's what the fuck is going to happen. Y'all going to get raided. And y'all going to be tossed like rag dolls for everybody to see. And maybe that's what needs to happen. You need to be humiliated that way. But if you ain't trying to be humiliated that way, then man up, woman up. You had the man, you had the ball eyes and the big titties, right? To send what you was sending and to do what you was doing. Now, you cannot, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. Don't be depressed. Don't be in your feelings. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't scratch the chair. How rude. Y'all can't be mad. Y'all fucked your life up. Nobody else did but you. You came for somebody that didn't come for you. You were jealous of somebody and envious of somebody that was minding her own business. Trying to be a better person. Trying to heal from my own trauma. What's crazy is my whole purpose of me doing what I was doing before I tapped into the spiritual shit was me learning what to do, learning what I'm learning so that I could show people how to do what I'm doing. I literally do what I do to show people how to do what I do. And you want to steal from me? Or because you don't want to learn it from me. I hear that. That's crazy. But now you reap what you sow. So, yeah, you out here trying to deny allegation and claims. Yeah, because you're about to have a fatal ending. Yeah, because you owe me some type of restitution. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. Doing dream magic. A bunch of circus clowns that need to saddle up because it's about to get bumpy. Yeah, they don't like that I'm at peace. They just gave themselves away. Yeah, develop your compassion. They don't have compassion. Yeah, organization that's in the reverse needs to develop their compassion. Yeah, because the past is catching up with them. Yeah, and they blaming me. Oh, well. Yeah. Burdened but not broken. They was trying to break me, but they only burdened me. And formaldehyde in the reverse. Somebody was trying to poison me with a odorless and colorless poison. They were trying to poison me. Yeah, unnaturally. Yeah, the mother side of the family, somebody's mother side of the family, my mother side of the family, sweats a lot when they're nervous. Somebody that sweats a lot when they're nervous. Yeah, insane berserker, going crazy. They're going mad. Yeah, ex-lover family involvement, and there's an ex-lover family involvement as well. So it could be mother side of the family and their ex-lover's family involvement, or my ex-lover's family involvement and my mother's side of the family. Searching for information, or the neighbors. What's up? What it is? What's up? You need my guidance? Do you like a reading? If you need like a personal reading, my information is down below. You could message me and let me know. Yeah, this settlement deadline, a fire starter. This fire starter, there's some settlement deadline for this fire starter in my life. So something's ending. A karmic woman that's in an abusive relationship. So they mad, they envy me, they mad. So let me see this. You're mad because I was able to get out of an abusive relationship and you're still stuck in it. You're still stuck in one. You get in your, it's not funny. It really is not. There's nothing funny about a nigga or a bitch putting their hands on you, but it's like the way I want to say this, it's like with no sensitivity. But I'm not even gonna do that because of domestic violence. There's nothing funny about it. But at this point, you getting your ass, bitch, beat. You getting your ass beat, bitch. You getting your ass beat. And that's karma. But I don't wish I don't wish bad on I really don't. Like I just wish, I don't wish anything, honestly. I pray that my enemies get what they deserve. And if that's karma, they get karma. If they heal, then you go, congratulations, you healed. Healers attack killers, etc. Question mark. I don't understand what you're asking. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is stop coming for me, man. Just stop. Because I'm not gonna stop. Healers attract killers. True. We're so true. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I had to come to that understanding and accept that. It took me a little while to accept the fact that my energy is going to call in toxic people because they need to heal. And I'm like, fuck. Why I gotta be the one to heal these broken ass, really broken ass people that don't want to be healed. I gotta help heal people that don't want to be healed. How you do that? It makes me want to cry a little bit because it's like, damn, God gave me a hard mission to accomplish. How you heal somebody that don't want to heal? How you supposed to help someone that don't want to heal? Because my words are not going to work. Because I'm surrounded by people who are attacking me. My upstairs neighbors do sex magic on me. My upstairs neighbors do spell work. My next door neighbor sits there and fucking ear hustles at my door. And both of them, both sides. They don't want to heal. They still doing the same shit. They're over the age of 21. How do you help people heal? How do you wake them up to the fact that you're damaged, you need to heal, and you need to leave me alone? That if you heal yourself, you'll be better. You'll be in a better mind state. You'll be better. You will be in a better state of mind. Fix whatever trauma that you're going through. Fix it. How you there's but so much ways you could tell somebody. I've been here fucking a long time, and from the moment that I found out that I'm going through what I'm going through, I've been giving messages. Not only do I crack my jokes and I be roasting motherfuckers, but I still give the message of go heal yourself, go help yourself, stop doing this to yourself. You're hurting yourself, you're harming yourself. You still alive because God wants to forgive you. Because if God didn't want to forgive you, you would not wake up. Like that. You could go to sleep and not wake up. That's how fast God could take your life. Divine timing is when He wants it to be. He could speed that shit up and be like, all right, you done and over with. It's time for you to go. We'll go Reaper. And then send the Reaper. Because the Reaper, everybody looks at the Grim Reaper like, oh my God, he's so evil. The Grim Reaper is a guide, a guide to the dead souls, to the souls. So he's going to appear to you how your soul is. If you are a good soul, he's going to appear in a good presence. If you are a bad soul, he's going to appear to you in the hood and the hook and to hook your ass. Spirits will come in the form of what your soul represents. So if your soul represents an evil person, the spirit will represent themselves in a nasty, ugly way. A trickster energy to you. If your soul is upright and good-hearted, then you will attract good spirits. There's no trickster spirit that can corrupt you if you are of a good soul, a good heart, and have good intentions. You can't corrupt me. Don't get it twisted. I'm still a spiritual being having a human experience. Don't get it twisted. I'll be having my little thoughts. How I will decapitate your ass in my head in the spirit world. I'll be coming for you. And I say this on camera. I don't care because I'm spiritually thinking this. I'm not doing this spirit physically. In my head, I am gutting my enemies like a fish, and I am chopping them up into little pieces in my head. And I'm casting their energy into the abyss of nothingness, where their energy cannot realign back to each other. So you are being dismantled and discarded, where your energy, spiritually, in my mind, I am chopping you up, and then tossing your pieces and scattering you around. Mentally, this is what I'm doing to you. I want you to know what I'm doing to you mentally. How I envision me taking you out in my head. This is why sometimes I cannot wait to go to sleep. You want to come for me in my sleep? I'm ready spiritually with my machete on fire. I'm armed up with a spiritual armor and a spiritual gun. Come for me if you want to. I'm ready. I fight with my spirits when I go to sleep. No rest for the wicked. I guess I won't be rested in spirit neither, because I'm going to be fucking you up. And it don't matter if you sleeping or you still awake in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping, or whatever time I'm sleeping. The moment that I hit, even when I take a nap during the day, if I ever get to take these naps during the day. But when I do, even then, my spirit is coming for you. My spirit knows who you are. You can hide if you want to. I don't have to know you physically, spirit. I don't have to know who you are. My spirit knows who you are. You wanted to poke, and unleash some type of evil entity out of my soul and point the finger. See, she's an evil person. No, I'm not. You poke me, you're going to get the same person. I'm going to poke your ass back. I'm going to show you that what you could do, I could do it, but I could do it better, because I'm going to use my light. I'm going to use God to back my power up. You could light a candle, so can I. You could freeze people, I could freeze you too. You could bury me, I could bury you too. I could work with the dirt if I want to, because it's in my right to. It's of the nature. You want to work with water, I could work with water too. You want to work with fire, I could work with fire too. You want to work with the air, I could work with the air too. You want to work with energies and entities, I could work with them too. Anything that you could do, I could do too. Confirmation with the sirens. It's very low, but it's there. Stop playing. And I told you I was being nice. I said I'm being nice. I'm not lighting my candles. I'm not doing this. I was slackerjacking. I'm not doing what I know that I could do, because if I do it, it's going to work, and I know it's going to work. And I said this to y'all. I've said this to y'all. Don't make me come for y'all. Don't make me have to retaliate, and not retaliate as a revenge. Make me have to really clean my energy up. Instead of just doing simple spiritual baths, you really had me, I had to light a candle. I had to sit there and do a return to sender. Instead of just doing protection spells and healing spells, you really wanted me to sit there and banish y'all shit back to you? Okay. And I didn't even need a black candle for that, neither. Straight white. Now you're going to have me up on my candle game. I am going to be back on my game, because I used to light them shits ritually. Every time one went off, I lit right when one went right back on. I kept my energy clean and clear and protected constantly. You about to have me back up on it, because y'all don't want to stop. So, you want to play with fire? I can play with fire too. And I'm going to hear that? You hear that? Confirmation sirens. I know my work is strong, and I know what I'm doing. So, and the fact that My two little things that I'm not gonna call them little because there ain't nothing little about them. The two things that I just did for this month, the two things that I did this month, and with the feedback that I got from these readings, quick responses, confirmations, quick. So I know that what I did worked. And I know, and I just, every time I do something, it works. Every time I put a fire to a flame, a fire to a candle, I always get a confirmation within a day or 3. Just something touching my ear. Collective, good night. Thank you for listening to me as I vent and I express and I expose these people that are coming for me, have came for me, trying to hide. This is my channel. This is not for entertainment purposes. This is my life. This is my story. This is my journey. This is my truth. Thank you for listening. Until then, I see y'all tomorrow. I may do a collect tomorrow. I see y'all a little bit later. I said tomorrow. I see y'all a little bit later on today. I might do a collective reading. We're going to see how the energy feels. Or I might just jump back on and do a personal reading. But at this point, I'm about to be playing detective in my own life. And we're about to be doing a lot of personal readings. So, but anyway, peace out, collective. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your Friday. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, bye.